Okay, so before we talk about anything else, let's talk about this. Actually, let's not talk about this. Or this. Or this. I don't want to talk about any of this. But I do need to talk about this. I'm sorry that I don't upload all the time. I have a bunch of videos I need to edit. It just takes a lot of time. I try to put as much effort into things as I can. But this was specifically requested of me, and I wanted to do this. So, here's what you came for. So realistically speaking, it has been a couple days since I've watched the new Spider-Man, but I still remember almost everything about it and every detail and scene. And no, this is not due to TikTok, I promise. But though TikTok has been kind of like influencing my remembrance. But anyways, the movie, like, I really just have one word to describe it. Wow. Just wow. Like, it's a crazy movie. In this video, I will be talking about just what makes this movie so great from my point of view, and of course this video will have major spoilers for the plot and all the scenes and cameos and crap. But right here is a timestamp of where you can go to get a non-spoiler review, because I'm not evil. But without further ado, let's get right into talking about it. So the first thing I want to touch on about the movie is theories. Not like MatPat theories or any other YouTuber, but my theories. You know, these are coming straight from my mind with a little bit of influence, but that's only one of them. I had a few theories in my head going into the movie, and I vocalized them a couple times to some of my friends. And to my actual surprise, a lot of them were right. So I just want to talk about the biggest one I got correct. And it's Miles trying to save his dad. This theory really had, it wasn't based off of anything huge, really. If you look at trailers and listen to the dialogue and look at some of the scenes, they sort of hinted at it. But, here's an example right here.
You have a choice between saving one person and saving every world.
It really doesn't take a lot to freaking conclude that this might have been a plot point in the movie. But I felt pretty smart, actually, you know, getting to see this actually unfold like I thought it would. Not exactly, but, you know, the basic idea. Next is my theory about who the Spot was, specifically being the Bagel Man. Now, you may be sitting here thinking, oh, you did not think he was the Bagel Man. You're wrong! Why did I randomly assume he was the Bagel Man? No f***ing clue. Absolutely none. It was just a detail in the first movie that I picked up on, and I was like, if it's a team this smart that's putting this much detail into this movie, as little as the frame change in Miles swinging, why would this Bagel Man not? Something? It really was just a joke idea in my head, like what if this bagel guy meant something? Because why would they specifically make Miles throw Peter's perfectly cooked bagel that he had an entire plan to take? Why would they make him throw that? That's good Bagel Man. But you know, it's just something in the first movie that I thought maybe would hold some type of relevance in the future. And you know, I was correct. I'm pretty happy about that. I also already knew who the Spot was, so I knew his backstory. It's not like he didn't have a backstory before this movie. But I was like, you know, there's got to be a scientist or someone that hints at who he could be in the first movie. And when we rewatched it, I was like, very well, man. Another theory that I got to see unfold was about the spider. Nobody ever really talked about the spider glitching. In fact, I saw a couple people just say that they thought the glitch was just a cool effect on the spider. But people are stupid. They're not thinking as big of a brain as I have. My brain is humongous. Look at this photo. That's me. That's me in that photo. But it literally had a 42 on it, and it was glitching. Like, come on. Could that not have hinted at something being wrong? Like, it's from a different universe? I don't know. That's just a theory. I just thought they would talk about the spider. I didn't really think he would have a huge plot point, which I was correct about. So I'm kind of happy to see all these different theories unfold. And I had a couple more, but they didn't really hold relevance. I had a couple more that, you know, weren't correct at all. But these are just a couple ones that I ended up getting right that a lot of people will see like, oh, wait a minute, this is kind of cool. Next, I want to talk about the details and things I just enjoyed about the movie. I loved all the little things that you couldn't really notice if you weren't looking for it, like the little BLM tag on Miles' bag and the Puerto Rican snap, although everybody was talking about the snap. The different frames and styles of all the characters, all the cameos and secrets put in, they were just so cool. Getting to see, like, Hobie Brown, his entire, like, atmosphere and drawing font. I do art. I just forgot what it's called. Style, yeah. Getting to see him different from everybody else, and by the way, that's also a cool little detail, because he is like always out of step with people. He fit with the crowd. That's how he thinks of himself. So that's another cool little like detail just about a character as it is. That wasn't even in my script that I'm definitely not reading in my hot car. I'm not sweating right now. In fact, I will not be taking a sip from this one. The directors and writers and animators and whoever worked on it, even Michael, who's just there, they all put a lot of detail into this movie. Like, it is so cool. Like, the tiny details and hints of Miles being in the wrong universe was just so cool. Like, slowly hinting at it to flat out putting the numbers on the little, like, web screen. I don't know if y'all caught that, but it literally said that he was getting sent to Earth 42. I caught it. My brother caught it. We caught it together. But it was still super cool to see them slowly reveal that, you know, he's not in his universe. It's just crazy. And then the little details, as little as freaking the other Miles' accent to being raised by his to being raised by his mom and not his, you know, both of his parents. That's a cool little detail that they added. And there's so many cameos I love to see. The Insomniac cameo, the Donald Glover cameo, which is way cooler when you think about the fact that he is the reason Miles Morales was created. It's even cooler when you look at his suit and be like, the MCU has not shown this yet. That's so cool to me. I also enjoyed the little introduction to the idea of the canon, as it is kind of weird to me, but the fact that every Spider-Man is destined to lose somebody and suffer is kind of funny to me. Also enjoyed to see Andrew in his game form, you know, the Amazing Spider-Man games, because I did play those, and Andrew's like my favorite. I like to see him in the live cameo. Like, I was freaking out. Nobody else really cared, but I was like, whoa, that's so cool, because I like Andrew. The overview of everything is just, it was an amazing part one. I've waited forever for this movie, and being a huge fan of the first one, like a huge fan, I regret getting mad at all the pushbacks for this film. You don't know how mad I was. They just kept pushing it, dude. Pushing forever. But I understood why it took them so long, because this movie ended up being amazing. All the characters were fun and super cool to see. Hobie is literally the entire goat of the entire multiverse. I love seeing the alternate Miles and just enjoyed seeing how different he is. I enjoyed seeing all the different characters. Some things that confuse me about the movie aren't that big of a deal, but they're there. And I'll talk about those too. Like, the idea of the canon is just a little off to me. I don't know. Because if you look at Gwen's universe, her father is no longer the captain. Will that mess with the canon? I don't think it will, but you can stop the canon, and if it doesn't end up messing up her universe, that means you can stop the canon and it not affect it, which would make the entire racist hunt pointless. I'm saying racist because it's kind of, it's not racist because Obi's fine. Alright, anyways, I'll stop talking about that. But why is, like, if the spider wasn't supposed to be there and the spider bit him and he's been Spider-Man for about a year, why is Miles' universe not destroyed? You know, if he's not supposed to be Spider-Man in the first place. I don't know, these are just things that confuse me, but that's my overall review. This next one is about to be really funny. Okay, my non-spoiler review for those who really wanted this, because you haven't watched the movie for some reason, and you want to hear some random white guy on the internet talk about his opinion. A non-spoiler review, the movie was great. That's really all I can say. It's an amazing movie, and I recommend watching it for yourself. Like, it's worth almost every millisecond. Just don't forget that the movie has 2 parts. I remembered it, and I was a little calm when it ended. You'll see what I mean when you watch it, but I hope you all enjoyed hearing my thoughts, and I really look forward to doing more of these styles of videos, just getting to talk about my opinions on things. And yeah, like I've stated earlier, I have been trying to make content. Like, I have a bunch of videos recorded, none of them have been edited yet, and with this new Fortnite season, I don't know if I'm gonna make a Fortnite video, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all comment and let me know what y'all want, and please like and subscribe. Just do all that you can to support the channel. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I really hope you enjoyed. Keep being amazing. Love you all, and I'll catch you next time.